And so for her, anything that was feminine was just too much. Patricia's pancreas, your pancreas is from your wrist to your elbow and it sits just underneath the rib cage. I like the pancreas because it's actually a subconscious brain. Everyone else thinks the subconscious brain's up here, but it's actually your pancreas. And every time you have a carbohydrate or something sweet, you actually feed the illusional brain or the subconscious brain. And what would happen with Patricia is that every time she was anxious, guess what food she'd eat? Sweeties. And so that was a coping mechanism for her, but she didn't realise. And she thought she was very adaptable, but she wasn't. She was actually very controlling. Because of her anxiety, she liked everything to be quite precise. And so the more she ate sweetie stuff, the more she had no anxiety, because she was on such a high, really, really high, until the doctor said when she was 60, you've got diabetes and you actually need to go on insulin. So her anxiety just plummeted even more so. But what happened was she didn't understand that part of her anxiety was actually linked to her gallbladder. Every time she wanted to make a decision, gallbladder, she procrastinated, gallbladder, which actually then triggered the pancreas. And that had come from her own insecurities again as a kid. Because every time she made a decision, someone would come along and go, you sure you want to do that? She didn't believe in herself. Our biggest disease at the moment is what? Wrong. Our biggest disease at the moment is depression. Right down to 5-year-olds being diagnosed if they've got depression. And then our next disease is diabetes, the next one is cancer, prostate in men, breast in women. How many of you know of someone that's had breast cancer? Okay, so what's happening? What if diseases were actually trendy? If we go back to the 80s, what was the trendy disease in the 80s? AIDS. What was the trendy disease in the 1800s? A tissue, oh, Black Death. Here's our trendy disease at the moment. The breast is all about nurturing and nourishing. Who? Self. Do women do that? Not at all. Not at all. The breast is all about self-respect. What's self-respect? What's honouring yourself mean? But what's being true to yourself? Looking after yourself? Listening to yourself? Living the life you want? What if respect was so worthwhile? That's the true meaning of respect. So valuable, so precious, that you put yourself as number one. How many of you are mums? And you put yourself first, correct? You might now, but did you when your children were younger? Welcome to breast cancer. It's also about sensuality and sexuality. In the Western world, breast cancer is not rampant in Asia. In the Western world, women have got huge burdens to do. And part of those burdens is, I've got to be really sensual and sexy, I've got to be a mum, and then I've got to be this corporate woman. And when we do that, we actually block ourselves. Because when you're corporate, you can't be too sensual. And then when you're a mum, you're not going to wear your beautiful little teddy G-string outfit around the house, are you? Well, maybe you are. But the other thing that too with the breast, there are chakras or energy points on the nipples. And the chakra on the nipples is all about resentment. Why would we have resentment? Nothing there. Being valued? Not being valued? What else? Giving too much. Take it for granted. If you have a look at the breast is all about nursing someone, feeding someone, being on demand. If you look at babies, when they feed, they're on demand. But who do you forget? So, welcome to breast cancer. thought it would be nice if you guys played the game and we started locking in your body bits now. Would you like to do that? Yep. Okay. So that rose quartz heart is a reminder that you have a heart's desire of something. But we're going to play with your body a bit. Oh, that sounds a bit rude, but we're going to play with your body a bit as well. So before I said living with purpose is doing everything on purpose. So whether you're chopping up the carrots, do it on purpose. See the value within it. So what I want you to do, and I've done some images so that you can see. The gallbladder sits underneath the liver. We're going to start in your gallbladder. So you're going to make a decision right now on something in your life. It could be in your business, it could be in your life, personal life, it could be for you. Just think of something now. We've got music. La, 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 la. Everyone got something to think of? Okay. Whenever you're feeling you're procrastinating on something, because really you should make a decision and back yourself up, even if it's wrong. Back yourself up. Once you've made your decision and it's really firm, we're then going to go into the liver. Besides the skin, it's the biggest organ in the body. Liver sits right up here. That's your organizer planner. Who's really disorganized? Tap your liver. This is not EFT what I'm teaching you, by the way. So that decision you made, we're now going to the liver. So how's this going to work? Even mentioning these words, your body will understand. You've made a decision, you've gone into the liver that you want it to be organised and planned, and you want to feel empowered by it. So empowerment actually sits in the liver. Now we're going to digest it. Has everyone got a drink, please? Your conscious mind sits in your stomach. So now I've made my decision. I know I'm going to be organised and plan it. I'm going to be very conscious of it. I'm going to assimilate it, and then I'm going to reabsorb it in the large bowel. What I want you to do is think of this decision you made, take a drink of water or whatever you've got, and swallow it. It's going down into the conscious mind. It's going to be assimilated and integrated in the small bowel, and it's going to be reabsorbed in the large bowel. I want you to do it again. Think of that thing. Going down into the conscious mind, going to be assimilated and integrated, and going to be reabsorbed. Now, that idea is being digested. It's being reabsorbed through your large bowel. The large bowel reabsorbs vitamins and minerals, and also your story. Because the large bowel is all about self-poisoning. But this time we haven't poisoned ourselves. This time we've created a beautiful story. Now it's gone through the lymphatic system, back through the circulatory system, back up to the liver to be reorganised. Now we're down in the uterus, whether you've got one or not, because that's our factory. So close your eyes, you're going into your factory, down into your uterus. And whatever your idea is, I want you to see like a factory. So if it's to make bead necklaces, start seeing someone make the necklaces in the uterus. If it's public speaking, start seeing yourself public speaking. If it's making the most wicked chocolate cake, put that in your uterus. Now we're going to go to the boobs. Don't they look like beautiful gerbera flowers just popping out there? So you're going to nurture that idea. So just put your hands on your boobs. You didn't think you were doing this at this side. And you're actually going to nurture that idea. You've got a constant reminder, which is that rose quartz heart. You're going to put it into your heart. Because it's your heart's desire. And when you make your heart's desire come through, that's when you feel successful. And you're going to take a really big breath, because this is where we integrate it. I'm blowing right out. And then you say, thank you for what I'm about to receive. Because the attitude of gratitude is not how you're going to do it. Being like a child, I want, put it in your body, and let it work out. There was one thing with that crystal. I thought I'd just put it up there. Rose quartz. Is you've also got the heart chakra. A lot of people think it's right in there, even though for this woman it's on her left breast in the picture. Your heart chakra is held in the palm of your hands. So what do you do with people when you shake their hands? Connect heart to heart. It's underneath your armpits. Welcome to breast cancer. It's down in your groins. Welcome to biopsies and angiograms. It's in the soles of your feet. Heart chakra is actually everywhere. Okay, listen to the music. Close your eyes. Stand tall. Your body is now set. You're all ready. Because you're all ready on a mission. Open your eyes. You all have a mission. Follow your heart's desires. Never ever let them go. Don't do as I did, do as I do now. You've all got your dreams within you. Please, 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 follow those dreams, spread those dreams, tell people about it, be of service. When you have that attitude, amazing things happen. Have a seat, ladies. And the key thing is that you are the gift. Little do we realise that we're a gift. That we are a hologram of an original source. And this is where quantum physics come in. Quite often we walk around, as I did, going, oh my gosh, poor me, poor me, poor me. I had a very bad disease besides depression and cancer. It was called victimology. Anyone else had that one? That you are a gift, just like children. Do they hide themselves or do they flaunt themselves? They know they're a gift. We forget, and that's all on purpose. But from today, especially with two amazing speakers coming up and all these amazing stalls, shine. Shine brightly. Please, do yourself a favour. And I hope that you listen to your body and realise that you're actually on purpose every time you touch someone's life. And you've all touched mine because you've been listening to me, so thank you very much.